Stoicism is not just a theory, but a way of life. It is based on the idea that we can only control our own thoughts and actions, not the external events or other people's opinions. By focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot, we can achieve inner peace and happiness. But how can we practice Stoicism in our daily lives? How can we apply its principles and techniques to overcome challenges and difficulties? How can we train ourselves to be more rational, calm, and resilient? Live according to nature. The first strategy is to live according to nature. This means living in harmony with yourself, with others, and with the world. It also means living according to your true nature, your rational and moral nature. To live according to nature, you need to know yourself. You need to know what your strengths and weaknesses are, what your values and goals are, what your passions and talents are. You need to be honest with yourself and not pretend to be someone else. You also need to know your role in society. You need to know what your duties and responsibilities are, what your relationships and obligations are, what your contributions and impacts are. You need to be respectful of others and not harm or exploit them. You also need to know your place in the universe. You need to know what the laws of nature are, what the causes and effects are, what the opportunities and challenges are. You need to be grateful for what you have and not complain about what you lack. By living according to nature, you will align yourself with the order of things. You will act in accordance with reason and virtue. You will find meaning and purpose in your life. Use the dichotomy of control. The second strategy is to use the dichotomy of control. This means distinguishing between what is in your control and what is not in your control. It also means focusing on what is in your control and accepting what is not in your control. To use the dichotomy of control, you need to ask yourself two questions. Can I control this? Does this matter? If you can control something, and it matters, then you should do something about it. You should use your power and influence to change it for the better. You should take action and responsibility for it. If you cannot control something, but it matters, then you should accept it. You should not waste your time and energy worrying about it or resisting it. You should adapt and adjust to it. By using the dichotomy of control, you will simplify your life. You will avoid unnecessary stress and anxiety. You will achieve more peace and happiness. Practice negative visualization. The third strategy is to practice negative visualization. This means imagining the worst-case scenarios that could happen in your life. It also means preparing yourself for them mentally and emotionally. To practice negative visualization, you need to ask yourself three questions. What if this happens? How would I cope? What can I do now? If something bad happens in your life, such as losing your job, getting sick, or losing a loved one, how would you cope? How would you deal with the situation? How would you handle the emotions? By imagining these scenarios in advance, you will reduce the shock and pain when they actually happen. You will also appreciate what you have more while you still have it. You will not take anything for granted. You will also learn from these scenarios how to prevent or mitigate them if possible. You will take preventive measures or contingency plans to avoid or reduce the damage. You will act more wisely and prudently. By practicing negative visualization, you will strengthen your resilience and courage. You will face adversity with more confidence and calmness. You will overcome challenges with more grace and dignity. Use the view from above. The fourth strategy is to use the view from above. This means zooming out from your personal perspective and looking at the bigger picture. It also means seeing yourself and your life from a cosmic perspective. To use the view from above, you need to imagine yourself as a tiny in the vast universe. You need to see how small and insignificant you are in the grand scheme of things. You need to see how short and fleeting your life is in the span of time. You also need to see how connected and interdependent you are with everything else. You need to see how you are part of a larger whole, a cosmic order, a universal reason. You need to see how you are not alone, but one with all. By using the view from above, you will gain more perspective and humility. You will not be too attached or obsessed with your own problems or achievements. You will not be too proud or arrogant about yourself or your life. You will also gain more compassion and generosity. You will not be too indifferent or hostile to others or their situations. You will not be too selfish or greedy about your own interests or desires. By using the view from above, you will cultivate more wisdom and harmony. You will see things as they are, not as you wish them to be. You will live in accordance with nature, not against it. Follow the role models. The fifth strategy is to follow the role models. This means learning from the examples of those who have practiced Stoicism before you. It also means emulating their virtues and actions in your own life. To follow the role models, you need to study their lives and teachings. You need to read their books and writings, such as those of Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. You need to understand their philosophy and practice. You also need to apply their lessons and advice to your own situations and challenges. You need to ask yourself what they would do or say in your place. You need to act as if they were watching you or guiding you. By following the role models, you will learn from their experience and wisdom. You will avoid their mistakes and emulate their successes. You will benefit from their knowledge and guidance. You will also inspire yourself and others by their example and influence. You will aspire to be like them and achieve their level of excellence. You will motivate yourself and others to be better people and live better lives. By following the role models, you will honor their legacy and contribution. You will continue their tradition and mission. You will spread their message and vision. These are some of the Stoicism strategies that can help you master your mind and live well. I hope you found them useful and interesting. If you did, please like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this.